Hello, you're watching Avenue X, where junkie and good storytelling shares her thoughts, knowledge, and occasional weird ideas on stories and how they're told. This is a very belated review on a drama that aired last year, more specifically about a year and a half ago, 理智派生活, The Rational Life. If you have been with me for longer than that time, you know what happened last March. Pretty much from March up to June, my drama channel and my drama life was occupied by one single drama, and I put way too much energy on that one. Not regretting it at all, but because of this drama aired at the end of March, I literally didn't have any spare energy and time to look at anything else. Until this year, I just get an excuse, because thanks to the success and popularity of 苍兰诀, Love Between Fairy and Devil, I was like, now is a good time to go and check that drama where I already have heard good things. It's a Mango television drama led by Qin Lan and Wang Hedi as our female and male lead, and the main selling point is they are a 年下 couple where the woman is much older than the man. I would personally give The Rational Life a 2.5 gold mine to be specific, which is a very high rating for contemporary drama. I rarely give that kind of rating. I don't think it's perfect, therefore it's not a 3 gold mine. But apart from the tiny part that I don't like or I don't think is necessary in the story, everything else is very good. It's definitely a drama that, although it's not super page-turner, you are likely to follow through once you start. Because there's really only one significant shortcoming that I can see from this drama. Let me point out that first. I think there's one line that can be completely cut out and wouldn't affect anything about the drama. Probably it's gonna make the drama 5 episodes shorter, and in my opinion, that's a better thing to do, which is the Bao Wenjing character's storyline as our female lead's best friend. Although her own line is not bad, it doesn't quite integrate with the main story. If you take this character out, take her struggle out, take her development out, it wouldn't affect our female lead story at all. Because most of the time she's in trouble and the female lead comes in and comfort her and help her deal with her problems. But then how much does that really contribute to Qin Lan's role and her development? It's not a very strongly mutually beneficial relationship. While I was watching this drama, whenever the Bao Wenjing line comes out, I would speed through it. In a way, it feels like the time seems to have forgotten drama where you can take out a couple of supporting roles line. It would still make the drama work. It wouldn't have a problem. Similar things. It feels like Mango likes to do this type of things. So that's the biggest problem I have. The other tiny thing, okay, about Rational Life is there are so many things when Qin Lan is sleeping. She's in hospital. She just had a surgery. I know this happens in dramas all the time, but unfortunately, every time when it just happens to make me notice, I can't ignore it. She has full makeup and she has like so well done, like full-on eyeliners and fake lashes. There's a makeup artist who just touched up your makeup 3 steps away from you off frame. Make me believe you just came out of a surgery is hard when I see that. Tiny thing, okay. Not actually affecting my rating of this drama. I know this is the common sin of all dramas, not just Chinese, Korean, American, everywhere. Everywhere, you know, people have full makeup. Then let's talk about all the good things I think that I can see in this drama and make my binging experience very happy. Point number 1, this drama is called The Rational Life, 理智派生活. It's mostly focused on the female lead's attitude towards life, her value, which is she's very rational, she thinks through things, she plans, and she would reason everything very well. And she's a very professional woman, she's very capable. And I really like the fact that throughout this drama, they didn't forget their title. It didn't forget that even when it got to the very romantic and heightened part of the story, it always remembers the consistency of this female lead character, how she thinks. And she always thinks that way, and that's who she is. Acting very rationally most of the time in her life, but actually deep down, she's a very emotional and very sensitive person, which gets expressed in other ways other than her professional life. It's a very nice balance and setup of the character. Sometimes drama just lose it halfway and they just go back to the tropey stuff, the stuff that they think are gonna get ratings. They forgot what they're talking about. I so appreciate this drama from moment 1 to the last moment. It's always her. You just discover more layers of her, that's all, but she never essentially OOC'd. And related to that is my appreciation about this drama that it's not just focused on romantic relationships. When you first hear this is a 年下 story of the older woman, younger guy pairing of two very good-looking people, it's very easy to think this drama is going to be another PP wearing a skin, but actually at the core not what it claims to be drama. So it's going to claim we focus on certain sort of professional environment of contemporary life, but then it's essentially just a romantic story. When you watch this drama, the nice thing is it's not that. When it comes to how people live day to day in this story, how they build up their relationship, and how it naturally arrives at a place where they fall in love and it's perfect for each other, everything that made them come together is very well portrayed in their professional environment. Our female lead and male lead works in the same company. She is a mid to high level manager who gets a lot of problems with people trying to put her down, the office bureaucracy type of problems. Then the young guy is 12 years younger than her in drama, and in reality Wang Hedi is 19 years younger than Qinglan, who comes into this company as an intern. Their personal relationship develops along the line of their professional career, and it all makes sense. It's very reasonable and logical that these two kind of people can meet, and then first stage of their relationship looks like this, and then a couple of tests, a couple of difficulties they go through together that makes them trust each other that much more, and they get more familiar with each other and moves their personal relationship along the line, eventually getting to the place where, wow, it just happens to be older woman, younger man, deal with it. Okay, everybody in their life would just have to deal with it because they're perfect. I just so appreciate that all the steps are so clearly laid out, beautifully played out, making so much sense. Even when we disregard completely the romantic part of that thing, only the professional working environment, how you crisis management, what's the best way of moving forward if you run into certain kind of challenges and difficulties, are all very well written. And they have certain level of value for you to reference to if you work in such environment. Contemporary life, 9 to 5, big corporate life, have to deal with clients and then people who are on your own team but not really liking you and giving you an easy time, all of that. And I really highly appreciate how the rational life, the drama, writes the professional life of the contemporary people. The second thing, I'm gonna talk about actors and performance. Qinlan, she's been around for a long time and she's been playing this type of roles recently a couple of times now. So there's really nothing that you can say that's not really right about her performance. It's a very suitable type of characters for her, and she's done it before, and she just did another really good one. I think for her performance, I just expected it would be this type, and it completely fits my expectation. Obviously, then Wang Hedi is the person who I'd say if you've watched Mr. Dragon first and then watch his drama, you'd be surprised. For this contemporary drama, the nice thing about it is it's much closer to what he really is in terms of background, growing up, right, in contemporary life at early 20s, the age. And he pretty much can play, let's say, 50 to 70% of himself in life, and then a bit of his character. So it would be easier to play than, say, any period dramas where it's a fantasy and you 30,000 years old. How does that work? How do you compute that? So this role would be easier for actors to do as it's closer to their real self. What I like about his performance in the rational life is he just feels like so much of a real person of his age, of his character setup. Because this drama is the classic older woman, younger guy type of setup. For the guy role, the difficulty is if you overdo the cuteness, the puppy who gets rained on is dripping water with huge eyes staring at the that type of cute male to attract the older woman. If you overdo that, you become 油腻. In Chinese, greasy. It's like dripping oil. Which recently I see another drama airing right now where it has a similar younger guy, older woman, and the guy is so dripping oil. I can't bear watching that. So the hard thing is if you overdo it, you're gonna look like that. And if you underdo it, then you would be so boring. Why would the woman like you? What is attractive about you? You apart from like you're young and good looking, there's nothing else you can offer. Why would this woman like you? So I think thanks to the writing of making this role such an young at age but actually very matured person, and then Wang Hedi himself makes this row, sitting at that comfortable place where you really can believe if these two people are real in that situation, and they can totally come together even when they are two tigers and one round of 12 years apart. Again, proves Wang Hedi is actually a very naturally quite talented actor. He knows what he's doing. Sometimes weird things happen and you don't quite know why, but Mr. Dragon is an accident. Weird combination of the stars that making things happen. It's just a one strike thing and it never happens again. Let's hope. Let's hope that's the case. Then in this drama, the mother roles are really essential. The female lead's mother, played by Pan Hong, and the male lead's mother, played by Tian Miao. These two mothers, without them, they would not come together that easily. And although they create conflicts, they create problems, particularly the female lead's mother, she's also like difficult but also nice. These days in Dramaland, for contemporary drama, for mother's age role, if she is in any way set up as an obstacle for a part or the whole story of the lead's relationship, they're often written as very spiteful, very negative energy, and just you would not want to deal with nasty women. And Pan Hong's role is partially that, but then she's different. The actress plays it very well. She's a little bit neurotic and she's not that able to control her temper, but then she's actually reasonable. If you reason with her, if she thinks through it, she would also do things that make sense. And I find this kind of mother role very rare in Dramaland, and I'm definitely enjoying that a lot. And then male lead's mother is an angel. Ideal mother that every human being on this planet would want. Apart from she can't really cook and she's bad at doing housework. Not making her a traditionally good mother, but apart from that, oh my gosh, she's just... You know, it makes sense, basically in the story setup, that Wang Hedi's character Qi Xiao can be this mature and this good because he's brought up by this kind of mother. A couple of most heartbreaking and tear-jerking scenes in this drama come from the mothers. And then I can keep talking about other characters, but this video is gonna get too long. Overall, it just gives you a lot of supporting roles, apart from the Bao Wenjing line, right? I just don't feel it fits in. All the other roles pretty much help the story, and then on their own, they carry certain sort of theme and certain not so conventional depictions of their archetypical type of characters, such as Li Zonghan's character. So these are the main points that make me very happy watching this drama. And finally, I would say Rational Life, 理智派生活 probably is the best 年下 story I've seen so far in Chinese Dramaland. Contemporary drama where it features older woman, younger guy. That's most comfortable to watch. That's super convincing. You just don't doubt at all about their relationship and why it could work and why they're perfect for each other at the end of it. And then the process of how they get to it is not without dramatic moments and beautiful moments and moments that makes you your dear hop in your heart and the butterflies going in your stomach. But then it's not over dramatized. It's not 狗血, dog blood sprinkling mellow as hell. And definitely not something that's intentionally written for trending hashtags on social media, thankfully. This year, we're likely to get another one very soon. Let's see if that one can beat this one, or at least as good. That should conclude this 1.5 years late review on the drama The Rational Life. 理智派生活. And if you still haven't watched it, I would highly suggest you go and check it out. And also, if you just came from 苍兰诀, definitely check this one out. I think you would just appreciate Wang Hedi that much more after you watch this one. So, that'll be the end of this video. Thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.